Good day, and welcome to the Budding Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Randy Rubens. In each episode, I cover my experiences, both good and bad, of being a business builder, as well as my journey through the crazy world of entrepreneurship to reach my goal of earning $10 million a year. All right. Welcome to the Budding Entrepreneur Podcast. This is episode 154. Today's date is Friday, June 28th, 2024. We're rounding out the month and also rounding out the quarter. And we'll be talking a little bit more at the end of the podcast of what to expect in the coming months. Today's agenda is pretty simple. We're going to be doing a quote from Taylor Welch from his book, The Wealthy Consultant. And we're going to be doing the wrap up on our business strategies for outsourcing and partnerships. Today's quote from chapter 3 of his book, The Wealthy Consultant. This chapter is called How to Scale with Product. He said, "People will pay more for less stuff if it's more relevant or appropriate. Time is an asset none of us get more of. So think of customization as spending more money to save more time." This is really key because as we're building offers, we're pricing those offers and we want to make sure we're not giving too much stuff that isn't of value. We want to make sure it's all relevant, it's relative to who we're trying to get it to, and making sure that as we're building out our offers and we're building out our programs and the things that we're doing, we're keeping them as tightly knit to the people we're dealing with as is possible. Okay, moving into the business strategies section. This month we've been dealing with outsourcing and partnerships. And I want to go back to the case study that we did last week and talk about the two different scenarios that happened for an e-commerce business and also a digital marketing business. Now, today's format is going to be a little bit different from what we normally do. We're going to take the outsourcing section and we're going to do a from and a to. We're going to cover the key takeaways and the goals and improvement that were accomplished during the case study. And then we're going to do the same type of thing for partnerships and focus on the digital marketing agency on that. So let's start off with the e-commerce business. First of all, they wanted to outsource their customer service. Ideally, they want to streamline their customer support options. They want to increase their customer satisfaction. And they want to free up their internal resource for core business functions. Those are the takeaways that we want to be able to focus on. Starting off with the from, right? Immediately, they were really trying to deal with customer support challenges. They were struggling with handling customer inquiries, the return processing, and even the live chat support. And they also had high response times and inconsistent customer satisfaction. Now, that's not good if you're trying to figure out what's going on. They also had limited internal resources and expertise in managing customer support effectively. Now, their initial state was very difficult. They were overwhelmed by customer service demands. They had a negative impact on customer experience and satisfaction. And their internal staff was stretched thin. They were unable to focus on the core business activities. So in putting in the solution to outsource their customer service, let's take a look at what life was like after the outsourcing. First of all, they enhanced their customer support. They were able to outsource it to a reputable partner with proven expertise. They were also able to set clear performance metrics, such as a response time within 20 minutes and a return processing within 48 hours. And they were also able to have regular performance reviews and open communication channels. Now, this just didn't affect them to their outsourcing partner. This also worked well within the actual e-commerce business itself because they had a reason to make that change with the outsourcing partners, and they were able to take it and turn it around and move it internally so that their open communication and their performance reviews were handled in a much more expeditious way. They also had the improved outcomes of a reduced response time and higher customer satisfaction scores, as you can imagine. But there was also a more efficient return processing that was occurring, and the live chat support was able to be handled around the clock, not just when somebody was available. And the internal staff was finally able to focus on core business activities, leading to an overall business efficiency. Now, when you can streamline your customer support, you can get better customer satisfaction and free up your internal resources for core business functions. This really makes a big difference on the business as a whole. Now, under the title of Key Takeaways, the primary goals of management in this intervention were to improve customer support efficiency, enhance customer satisfaction, and allow the internal staff to focus on core business activities. Our client in this case experienced a significant reduction in response times, ensuring that customer inquiries were addressed within 20 minutes compared to the 24 hours that it had been, or sometimes even longer. Under percentage of improvement and broader impact, this outsourcing initiative led to a 50 to 70% improvement in customer satisfaction metrics, reflecting faster response times and more efficient return processing. Additionally, their business efficiency saw an approximate 40 to 50% improvement due to the reallocation of internal resources. Beyond just customer support, areas such as sales and marketing also benefited as the enhanced customer experience translated into increased customer retention and positive word of mouth, ultimately driving higher sales volumes and brand loyalty. Now let's flip over to the partnership scenario, where we had a digital marketing agency that was looking to partner with a web development firm. Now, before the partnership, the marketing agency had a lot of service gaps and very limited reach of anything they could do. They offered strong market strategies, but they lacked that web development service that was necessary. They frequently received requests for web development that couldn't be fulfilled, and that limited their ability to attract new client segments requiring combined services. Initially, they were losing potential business due to incomplete service offerings. They had a restricted market reach and very few growth opportunities because they weren't completing a full delivery as an offer, and their operational costs were high without the benefit of shared resources. Now let's take a look at after the partnership. And remember, this was a long process to get this done, so this one's going to have some more things in the area of the to, if you will, where they went to, and we'll be talking about this under the improved outcomes. But after the partnership, they were able to form a strategic alliance with this web development firm. There were clearly defined roles. The web development firm handled the technical aspects, and the marketing agency focused on the strategy and content. They could work very well together while also focusing on the strengths they bring to the table. Now, because of the way this worked, they developed a joint business plan, detailed partnership agreement, and they set up conflict resolution mechanisms. Looking at improved outcomes, they finally had a comprehensive service offering for the first time ever, allowing them to attract new client segments, and that was both sides of the partnership were able to do that. They were able to increase market reach and share operational costs between the two partners. There also was a seamless integration of services with regular bi-weekly strategy sessions leading to bi-weekly work together. They were also able to implement enhanced project management, put in place risk management strategies, ensuring a stable partnership, and both partners were able to build a continuous feedback loop with quarterly reviews to maintain and improve the partnership effectiveness. By clearly defining the roles and responsibilities, this partnership ensured smooth integration of services, leading to higher client satisfaction and retention. Now, looking at key takeaways, let's look at the percentage of improvement and broader impact. This partnership resulted in a 60 to 80% increase in service offerings, providing a substantial boost in market competitiveness. It also optimized operational costs by approximately 30 to 40% for our client alone, as shared resources and combined expertise reduce the redundant expenses. Beyond expanding service offerings, the agency saw improvements in project management efficiency and strategic alignment. The use of management tools facilitated better communication and collaboration. And then the strategy sessions ensured that both parties remained aligned on project goals and timelines. Now, this comprehensive approach to partnership management enhanced the overall effectiveness of operations, contributing to sustained business growth and stability for both partners and the partnership as a whole. So that's our topic for this week and this month. Doing a quick review of our agenda, we had our quote from Taylor Welch. We talked about the outsourcing and partnerships transformation, the whole process from start to finish on our case studies. Moving into next quarter, we're going to be discussing leadership models. And what I wanted to do is take 3 different ones and talk about them each month, discussing the parts of them for the first week, doing the individual steps one might take a case study of how that's happened, and then finally doing a transformation. In July, we're going to be covering servant leadership, how to empower your team. August, we're going to be talking about the transformational leadership, inspiring change and innovation. And September, we're going to pull out agile leadership, very similar to the agile process that we discussed, the agile strategy a few months ago. And this is developing leaders who can adapt quickly to change and drive innovation. I want to wish you the best in your health, your wealth, your business, your family, everything about you. Take care. Have a great week. We'll be back next month with brand new content.